Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be here. Today, we're going to be talking about something really, really important. I'm trying to set up this. Just wait a little bit, just see if anybody's coming today. Welcome. I think we'll just continue from here. You are so welcome to be here. Today, we'll be talking about something very, very important. What if I told you that some people can feel unstoppable one week and completely broken the next week? What if I told you that bipolar disorder is not just mood swings, but a more serious mental health condition that can destroy relationships, it can destroy finances, it can destroy careers, it can destroy identity, and even a person's will to live? Today, we are going to go deeper than just social media stereotypes, because bipolar disorder is one of the most misunderstood mental health illness in the world. Some people think it's just someone's changing mood quickly. Others just joke about it casually. But the truth is, bipolar disorder feels like your mind is completely fighting itself. As a nurse, I have seen the emotional pain, the confusion, the shame, the impulses, the impulse decision making, the sleeplessness, those sleepless nights, emotional crashes that many people silently carry. And in this video, we are going to talk honestly. We are going to talk compassionately. We're going to talk truthfully about bipolar disorder. We'll talk about what bipolar disorder actually is, what mania and depression episodes happens in bipolar, the warning signs that people ignore, the connection between trauma and bipolar disorder, addiction and impulsive behaviors, the relationship between bipolar disorder and emotional damage, what it causes. We're going to talk about faith and mental health stigmas that can come with bipolar. We're going to talk about treatment, how you can go through treatments, how you can go through healing, and how families can support loved ones that are going through this condition without judgment. You are so welcome to Thrive Recovery Academy today. My name is Nurse Obi. If you are new here, please do subscribe to this channel, comment down below, share our video to people you know that will need this video. Thank you so much. Let's go right back into this. What is bipolar disorder? What do you understand by bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is a mental health condition that causes extreme shift. It causes extreme shift in mood, in energy, in activity levels, and in behaviors. These shifts are more intense than normal. They are more intense than normal emotional ups and downs. There are periods of emotional highs and there are periods of emotional lows, and this can be called maniac or hypomaniac, And periods of emotional lows can be called depression. During mania, a person feels extreme energy. He's extremely energetic. He feels some kind of euphoria, one kind of high. He feels powerful, unstoppable. Nobody can hold him back. He feels invisible. He feels hyper confident. But during the lows, which is also known as depression, he feels hopeless, he feels empty, he feels suicidal, he feels exhausted, and he feels emotionally numb. I can see Patricia is here. You are so welcome. Thank you. How do people realize that bipolar disorder affects them? So many people don't know that bipolar disorder can affect them. It can affect them in the way they sleep. It can affect them in their spending habits. It can affect them even in their sexual behavior. It can affect them in their relationships. It can also affect them in risk taking, in decision making. Bipolar disorder can affect people in all these ways, even in spiritual life, in physical health. Bipolar disorder can affect you in these ways. This is not someone simply being dramatic. This is a condition involving brain chemistry. It's a condition that involves emotional regulation. It's a condition that involves genetic makeup, environmental triggers, and neurological functioning. But unfortunately, many people suffer silently because they are afraid of being labeled crazy. So many people have bipolar, but they can't even come out to say it. They are scared of being stigmatized. They are scared of being labeled in a way that they don't like. It's so unfortunate that people are going through this condition, but they cannot actually speak out. Why? Because of how they will be stigmatized. What does maniac really mean? What does it look like? Let's talk about mania, because social media often romanticize this kind of thing. They like it. They just talk about it on the surface. They don't really talk deeply about it. People joke about being manic because they clean their rooms or had energy for one day. But the true mania can be really dangerous. They can be really dangerous. They can go through days without sleep. They can have some kind of racing thoughts. Their heart is boiling, their heart is going up and down. They can have excessive talking. Somebody can be maniac. He can be going through that maniac condition, that episode, and he's just talking. There's what they also call grandiosity. It's a form of going through that maniac episode. Restless spending. You have a little bit of money, but you just want to be spending. You don't even control your spending anymore. Hypersexual activity. They are hypersexually active. It could be a maniac episode, can be as in a form of aggressive behavior. The person is just being aggressive. It could be in a form of impulsive decision making. They just make decisions without even thinking about it. It could be in form of delusions. You don't even know what you're doing at that time. Some people suddenly believe they are unstoppable. when they are going through this maniac episode, they may feel quite jobs. They may actually quit their jobs impulsively. 1 minute they are at work playing, the next thing they're like, I'm no longer doing again, and they just pack their things and they leave. They may even drain their bank accounts. Someone going through the manic episode can drain his bank account without him even knowing that he's doing that. They can even drive recklessly. They can start with unrealistic business plan. They have a business plan that they have not actually thought about, and they just dive into it deeply without even thinking. They can engage in risky sexual behaviors. They can do so many things that ordinarily you look at it and say, oh, this person is not capable of doing it. But when that energy comes in, when that maniac episode comes in, it can do anything without even thinking. And during maniac, the person may not even realize anything is going on. He may not realize anything is really being wrong, anything is wrong. One of the scariest parts is that they don't even have a perception of what they are doing at that time, because insight becomes impaired. Now, let me say something important. Not everyone with bipolar disorder experience the same symptoms. The symptoms can be actually different kind of symptoms can happen with different people. Why? Because we have different kind of makeup. Mental health is not one size fixed. It's not. It's not one size do it all. It's not one symptom for everybody or one particular symptom for everyone. No. Different things may happen to different people, and they may be going through the same kind of diagnosis. That is how mental sickness, health or mental illness happens. Some people have bipolar 1, some others have bipolar 2, some experience hypomania instead of full mania. But regardless of the type of bipolar these people are going through, the emotional instability can be actually exhausting. It can be exhausting. It can be actually exhausting. So what are the crash after the high? How do they crash after the high? After that maniac episode, which is the high episode, the high of bipolar, they often comes to that crash. They crashed down to the flattest level you can think of. And this part can be devastating. Imagine feeling emotionally high. You are high for days or even weeks, and all of a sudden you feel worthless. You feel really, really worthless. The person may look back at their actions with shame. They may realize they hurt people. They may realize they overspent their money. They may realize they caused damage. They have damaged so many relationships. They may even realize that they have lost control during these emotional lows, during this crash period. And now, when they are at this low level, depression may even enter the picture. They may be depressed. Bipolar depression can feel extremely heavy. It can feel really, really heavy. Some people cannot get out of their bed. Some people cannot even stop answering calls. They just keep going and going and going. Some people lose interest even in life completely. And because people saw them happy recently, and others may not even understand how can somebody that was happy a few days ago is now so unhappy now. They don't get it. They don't understand how deeply depressed these people can really be. And the emotional whiplash can create hopelessness. That emotional down, it can cause a lot of things: hopelessness, shame, feeling worthless. And sadly, people with bipolar disorder have a higher risk of suicide compared to many other psychiatric conditions. That is why compassionate support actually matters in this situation. Families need to support people going through this condition and not to stigmatize them. They need all the support they can get. Now, how does bipolar disorder and trauma, how are they related? How are they related? Not everyone with bipolar disorder has trauma. This one thing is not everyone with bipolar disorder that has trauma. But trauma, when a person has trauma, it can actually worsen the bipolar symptoms, and it can cause emotional instability. When a person went through childhood neglect, when a person was abused when he was younger, when a person went through violence, all this traumatic condition, chaotic home, when emotional abandonment, when you don't emotionally, nobody is there for you, it can worsen the bipolar condition. All these experiences can affect brain development and stress response. Some people may grow up in survival mode. They are always looking for safety. They are always looking for safety. The brain is always looking for safety. They are always safeguarding themselves from conditions they don't want. And over time, there is emotional dysregulation, which has now become severe. Trauma can also increase anxiety. It can increase anxiety. It can increase substance use. Maybe you are that person that doesn't like taking drugs, substance, or whatever it may be. But when you are now diagnosed with this condition, or when you are going through these symptoms, you may find out that you are now going into taking substances. Trauma can also increase emotional impulsiveness. Emotional impulsivity. Yes. You become too impulsive. It can increase relationship instability. This is why mental treatment should look at the whole person and not just the symptoms. When you are going through mental treatment or mental health condition, and as someone that wants to take care of that condition, you don't just take care of the condition, but you take care of the whole person. We must ask, what happened to you when you are going through treatment? Allow that person to explain, to give you a statement, to tell you what actually happened. You must ask, what happened to you? Not only what is wrong with you. Because when you ask what is wrong, he will only tell you the symptoms. But when you ask what happened, he will give you the full story. How is bipolar condition related to addiction. How are both of them related? There's a strong connection between bipolar disorder and addiction. Many people use substance to escape emotional pain, to slow racing thoughts. They take this substance to feel normal. Some even take this substance to sleep. Some people take this substance to numb depression. But unfortunately, addiction often worsens bipolar symptoms. When you have this bipolar condition and you take substances, it may worsen the condition. It may worsen the condition. And untreated substances like alcohol, like drugs, like you not having enough sleep deprivation, stress can trigger episodes of bipolar. And you know why? Untreated bipolar disorder can make sobriety harder. It can make you stop taking those substances harder. That is why integrated health matters. When I talk about integrated health, I'm talking about having the whole body, the whole system being treated, and not just you looking at the symptoms of bipolar. A person struggling with both addiction and bipolar disorder needs compassion, not condemnation. You don't condemn that person, because the more you are condemning that person, the more he's diving deeper into substance use. Many people are not trying to destroy their lives. They are trying to escape emotional suffering. That's why you find out that sometimes they take substances. So what is the family impact? What is the relationship between bipolar and the impact of the family to this condition? Bipolar disorder affects the family deeply. It does affect the family deeply. How does it do that? Loved ones may feel confused. They may feel confused. They may feel hurt. They may feel emotionally exhausted. One day, the person may seem really energetic and affectionate. And the other day, they feel withdrawn. They feel depressed. During maniac episode, its conflict can actually intensify the condition. Family members may say, I don't recognize you anymore, especially when that person is going through maniac conditions. Many people with bipolar disorder actually feel guilty after the maniac episode. This is why communication and boundaries matters when taking care of somebody going through this condition. They need all the support they can get. Support does not mean enabling harmful behavior. No. But it does mean learning about the condition with empathy. You learn about the condition, you learn how to handle the person, you learn how to manage the person when he's going through his highs or when he's going through his lows, without you stigmatizing or shaming that person. Families should educate themselves. They should learn those warning signals, those warning signs. They should encourage their loved one that is going through this condition to get treatment. And they should avoid shame-based languages. Don't shame the person going through this mania condition or going through this bipolar condition. No, you don't do that. Because shame can really heal that person. Compassion creates safer spaces for recovery. So, what do we understand? What is the scripture talking about this? What is it talking about this condition? In Thrive Recovery Academy, what do? We try to educate people on what these conditions are and how they can save themselves free from having or worsening this condition. And funny enough, in the Black community where we are, mental illness is heavily stigmatized. It is heavily stigmatized. Some people are told, you just need to pray harder. You just need to pray harder. God is on the throne. He will hear you. Why are you complaining? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing? Oh, some will say you don't need medication. Why? Because you believe in God, just pray. Some will say you lack faith. Oh, the Bible says when you stay onto this mountain, be thou moved, it shall be moved. Yeah, say this, you don't need all this. Yes, I believe in faith. But the truth is, prayer matters. Prayer matters in this condition, just like your medication also matters. Spiritual support matters. Community matters. Faith and treatment can coexist. But medication therapy, sleep, and psychiatric care matters very much as you are also praying, as you are also getting your spiritual support, as you are also getting your community support. You need to have your medication. You need to have your therapy. You need to have your psychiatric care. In the Bible, we all know the story, how Elijah became emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally exhausted. And after intense stress, he went through this exhaustion. Even David in the Bible, he expressed his despair in Psalms. He said it. You will see, if you read Psalms, you will see where he supplicated. Mental suffering is not new. It is not new. It has existed back then in the Bible, and it's still existing now. And seeking help is not weakness. Seeking help is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is wisdom. The Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Wisdom is profitable to direct, to reprove. Now, how do you seek treatment? How do you seek healing? How do you seek healing and treatment? How do you get hope? We're going to end this with hope. Yes. Because bipolar is treatable, healing is possible. I say that again. Because bipolar is treatable, healing is possible. Now, what are those treatment regimen that you may have? For treatment regimen, you may have your therapy. Make sure you go for your therapy. Make sure you see your therapist. Number 2, medication. You need to take your medication. Number 3, sleep regulation. You need to get some sleep. You need to be able to regulate yourself for sleep. You can put yourself on a sleep routine. You need to work on your stress. Stress management is very important in this condition. You need to seek healthy routines. Like I mentioned, sleep routines, your daily routines, your prayer routines, your meditation routines, you gotta have them. And another important thing that you need to have is you need to be in a support group. You need to be in a support group. You know why? Because you cannot do this alone. When you are in a support group and you see people going through this condition you are going through and how they are scaling, you will also scale with them. You also need faith support. You need to be in a faith community. And also, another way is lifestyle changes. If you are someone that takes substance to help you calm down, you need to try as much as possible to change your lifestyle. One of the most important things that is so necessary is your consistency. You shouldn't be that person who will take his medication today and tomorrow, 3 days to come, he has not taken his medication. You should be consistent. If you are that person that meditates, today you are meditating, tomorrow you say, God, understand, and then you don't meditate. Consistency is the key because stability often requires ongoing care. Stability requires ongoing care. And if you are supporting someone with bipolar, please remember this. You cannot heal someone through judgment. What did I say again? You cannot heal someone through judgment. So please stop judging them. Stop judging your loved one that is going through this condition. You heal people through understanding, through boundaries. You heal people through education, and you also heal people through support. If this video helped you understand bipolar disorder differently for what you used to know, please share this with someone. Share this video with someone because education reduces stigma, and stigma keeps people from suffering in silence. To everyone that is battling bipolar disorder right now, you are not alone. What I say? You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not hopeless, and your life can still have a value. Healing may take time, yes, healing may take time, but recovery is possible. You can put this at the back of your head. Recovery is possible. It may take time to get healed, but recovery is possible. Thank you so much for having me. Please subscribe to this channel. Please like our videos, comment, and put on your notification bell. I am Nurse Obi, and you are so welcome to Thrive Recovery Academy. I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much, and God bless you.